Ay, wait lang. Bakit may per hour dito? Wait lang ha. The engine consume 12.2 kilogram of fuel per hour with a heating value of 54. Yan. Okay. Okay, so let's answer this. Okay, so para masagutan, kailangan i-analyze muna natin. Okay, so considering a 6-cylinder engine, okay, so lagay ko dito. Okay, so considering 6-cylinder engine, okay, so yung indicated power daw natin, okay, so kapag gumagana yung 6 na cylinder, okay, so ang formula natin doon is, 'di ba, ang formula natin for indicated power, yung na-solve natin kanina, okay, so ito, okay, so indicated power is equals to friction power plus brake power. Okay? So, ito yung formula niya. Okay? So, indicated, pag pinagsama mo si brake at saka si friction. Okay? Okay? So, if i-consider natin yung 6 na cylinder engine, okay? So, formula natin for indicated power is brake power na nagana si 6-cylinder, okay? So, plus si friction power na nagana si 6-cylinder. Okay? And then, once sabi dito, but, okay, so kapag yung isang cylinder daw is hindi nagana, so, ang magiging formula natin doon is, syempre, indicated power ng 5 cylinder lang yung nagana is equals to brake power ng 5 cylinder na yon plus friction power ng 5 cylinder. Okay? So now, i-equate natin tong dalawa. Okay? So equate natin siya. Okay? So recall nyo yung mga basic math nyo. Okay? So let's derive. Okay? So galing sa dalawang equation na to. Okay? So para makuha natin yung indicated power natin. Okay? So yung total indicated power natin for the total 6-cylinder. Okay? So equate natin siya. So minus natin. Okay? So indicated power ng 6-cylinder, okay, minus yung indicated kapag 5-cylinder. So syempre, yung titira sa atin doon is 6 minus 5 is 1. Okay? So, and then, ay, wait lang. Ano natin para may isa-isa. Wait lang. Isa-isahin ko ha. Para hindi magulo. Wait lang. Okay, wait lang ha. Sabi ko, ito na lang. Oh, wala. Sige, wag na lang pala yun. Okay, so wag na lang yung wala. Okay, so sige. Continue tayo. Okay, so ang gagawin natin, sandali. Okay, so sabi ko sa inyo kanina is mag-equate tayo. Wait lang. Nawala. Okay, so equate natin yung dalawang equation natin. Okay, so considering for the 6-cylinder engine, so kapag all cylinders are working, so formula natin doon is indicated power, working yung 6-cylinder, is equals to brake power, okay, so ng 6 na cylinder, okay, so plus friction power ng 6 yung cylinder. And then kapag may isang hindi nagana, obviously, syempre, indicated power ang 5-cylinder is equals to brake power ng 5-cylinder plus friction power ng 5-cylinder. Okay? So, dito kasi may tinatawag tayo na, okay, so hindi ko kasi mapahita. Okay? So, ika-calculate kasi natin tong friction power. Okay? So, gagamitin natin yung tinatawag na Morse test. Okay? So, ito hindi na tayong magdidig deeply dito. Okay? So, ang ibig sabihin lang yan, si friction factor natin or friction power natin is constant. So, ibig sabihin yan, yung friction power natin ng working yung 6-cylinder is equal sa friction factor ng 5 yung working na cylinder. So, if constant yan, okay, and then i-equate natin siya, so minus, okay, so constant to. So, ito is 0. Hindi na natin ito papansinin. Kasi nga, using Morse test, okay, so Morse test, yung friction power natin is constant. Okay? So, indicated power ng 6-cylinder minus indicated power ng 5-cylinder. So, 6 minus 5 is 1. Okay? So, indicated power, okay, is equals to, okay, so ito, yung PB or si brake power ng 6 yung cylinder minus brake power ng 5 yung cylinder. Okay? So, meron kasi tayong formula, hindi ko ata nabigay sa inyo. Formula natin ng brake power is 2 pi Tn. Okay? So 2 pi Tn, yung T dito is tinatawag nating torque. Okay? So lagi sa shafting, okay? So sa shafting, magti-twist kasi yan. So magkakaroon tayo ng twisting moment, which is tinatawag natin na torque. Okay? So kaya take note rin tong formula na to if hindi ko nabigay sa inyo. Formula natin ng brake power is 2 pi Tn. T is torque, N is speed pa rin, engine speed. Okay? So eto, i-expand natin yung formula niya. Okay? So formula ni brake power kapag working yung 6-cylinder is 2 pi T at 6-cylinder times N minus, okay, so etong brake power kapag 5 yung cylinder, so ganun din, 2 pi T 5 N. Okay? So ito yung pinaka formula natin kapag hinahanap natin yung isang indicated power for one cylinder lang. Pero kapag gusto natin siyang kunin ng 4 yung cylinder, so imumultiply natin to sa 6. Okay? So magiging times natin to sa 6. So Pi 6. Okay? So is equals to, si 2 pi N is constant. So pwede natin siyang ilabas. So 2 pi N, okay? So times natin sa T6 minus T5. Then times nyo siya sa 6. So ito na yung pinaka final formula natin kapag kinukuha natin yung total indicated power for 6-cylinder engine. Okay? So, hindi nyo naman kailangan i-derive na to. So, pinakita ko lang kung saan siya nanggaling. Okay? So, ang pinaka-kailangan lang alam is etong naka-box. Okay? So, again, total indicated power is equals to 2 pi N times yung torque natin when 6 cylinders are firing minus yung torque natin when 1 cylinders is out or tinanggal natin yon. Okay, so ibig sabihin 5 cylinders lang yung nagpa-fire. Okay, so times 6. Okay, so ito lang yung formula natin. Lang. Okay, so now sagutan na natin tong problem number 6 natin. Okay? Okay, so sagutan natin. So ang formula natin, okay, so kanina yung na-derive natin is, wait lang. Okay. So yung formula natin na na-derive kanina, okay, so is P1 6 or Pi6 is equals to 2 pi N times yung torque at 6-cylinder are firing minus torque kapag yung isang cylinder was out times 6. So again, ito lang po yung formula na kailangan kabisado. Okay? And then, solve na natin tong number 6. Okay? So, ang dinedetermine or pinapahanap sa atin dito is yung indicated power. So, obviously, etong P sub I. Okay? So, 2 pi, yung N, N natin dyan. Okay? So, binigyan naman tayo dito ng engine speed. Okay? So, which is etong 2,000 RPM. So, ngayon, ang kailangan lang nating kunin is yung torque natin. Okay? So, yung torque natin ay, wait lang. So, sa problem pala na to, given din yung torque. So, diretsong, okay, so direct sub na lang pala yung gagawin natin. So, tingnan nyo. Okay, so the engine torque, kapag daw yung lahat ng cylinder is gumagana, okay, nagpa-fire, ang torque daw natin is 153.5 Newton meter. Pero kapag yung isa is hindi gumagana, so 5 cylinder lang, so ang torque daw natin is 123 Newton meter. So, etong dalawa pa lang to is given. So, wala tayong ibang gagawin kundi i-plug lang natin yung mga given na to. Okay? So, let's solve. Okay? So, total indicated power is equals to 2 pi. Okay? Yung N natin is 2,000 revolution per minute. Okay? So, i-convert natin yan into seconds. Okay? So, dito na lang natin i-convert since isang conversion na lang naman yung gagawin natin. Okay? So, sa 1 minute, meron tayong 60 seconds. Okay? So, cancel, cancel. So, revolution per minute. So, para saan itong 2 pi? Okay? So, etong 2 pi, conversion na natin siya from revolution to radian. Okay? So, radian is, okay, so 1 sa bawat ikot, okay? So, calculus nyo lang din to. Sa 1 revolution, di ba meron tayong 2 pi rad. Okay, so hindi na natin kailangan mag-convert pa ng revolution to radian kasi etong kasama sa formula na 2 pi, conversion na po yan ni revolution to radian. Okay? So, wala na tayong gagawin doon. So, naka-rad per second na lang yan. Okay, so ngayon, yung torque natin kapag lahat ng cylinder is nag-work is 153.5 Newton meter minus yung torque natin kapag 5 cylinder yung nagana lang, so 1 cylinder was out. So it is equal to 123 Newton meter. Then, 6 cylinder, so times 6. Okay? So, solve natin yan. Okay, so maging unit pala natin is Newton meter per second. So, it is joule per second. So, take note, si Newton meter po is equal to joule. Okay? So, ang unit natin will be watt. Okay? So, watt. And then, if gusto natin siya i-convert into kilowatt, so, syempre, sa 1 kilowatt, meron tayong 1,000 watt. Okay? So, yung answer natin dito, i-divide natin siya ng 1,000, makukuha natin yung answer natin in kilowatt. Okay? So, pasolve nga, 2 pi times 2,000 divide 60 times 153.5 minus 123. Then, multiply nyo siya sa 6. Okay, so, solve ko rin. Times 2,000. Okay. So, ang magiging sagot natin dyan is, okay, so 38,000 327.43 watt. Okay? So, if gusto nga natin i-convert into kilowatt, so divide lang natin siya sa 1,000. Okay? So, ayan, nakuha na ni NJ. Okay? So, 38,000, dito na lang natin continue. So, 38,327.43 watt. Convert natin siya into kilowatt. So, sa 1 kilowatt, meron tayong 1,000 watt. So, cancel. So, ang magiging total indicated power natin will be 38.33 kilowatt. So, this is our final answer. Okay? So, may question ba dito? Okay, so may questions kayo sa mga na-solve natin na problem? Okay? So, isasend ko to sa... Okay, thank you. So, isasend ko to sa GC natin. So, please re-answer without looking sa notes nyo. Okay, and then yung mga problem na na-solve natin previously last meeting, okay, so pakisolve din. Okay, so ganun lang rin naman halos gagawin nyo sa lahat ng problems. Okay? So, kailangan lang analyzation and then unit analysis. Okay, may questions ba kayo? Walang question? Okay. So, sige, if walang questions, punta tayo sa lab natin. So, saglit ko lang explain sa inyo to. Okay? Tapos, if may questions kayo along the way, so, pwede nyo kayo approach. Okay? So, wait lang. Okay? So, proceed tayo kay design. So, sa design ni power plant. Okay? So, lab na tayo ha, sa lab. Okay? So, di ba last prelim, so ang pinagawa ko sa inyo by group is research. Okay? So, research about iba't ibang klase ng power plant. Okay? So, meron sa inyo, di ba, sa solar, sa wind, nuclear, and iba pa. Okay? And then, sa lecture naman natin, so naintindihan na natin or naintindihan nyo na yung concept behind the power plant, kagaya ng steam power plant and hydroelectric power plant. Okay? So, alam na natin yung cycle, alam na natin yung component. Okay? So, ngayon dito sa design, hindi tayo magpo-focus sa mga cycle, sa thermodynamics, or any computation. Okay? So, pero, magpo-focus tayo sa mas malaking so idea. So, which is, paano nga ba nagde-design yung mga engineers ng entire power plant? Okay? So, kasi, kapag alam nyo, okay, so, hindi, magkaiba naman kasi yung alam nyo kung paano gumagana yung isang power plant kaysa sa alam nyo kung paano mag-design neto. Okay? So, magkaiba yung dalawang yon ha. Pwedeng alam nyo kung paano siya nag-work, pero hindi nyo naman alam kung paano mag-design. Okay? So, kapag, if ever, as an electrical engineers in the future, so, kapag na punta kayo sa power plant, so, ganito yung gagawin nyo. Okay? So, kapag sinabi nating power plant design, so, ito yung mga madalas na dapat maisip natin. Okay? So, saan ba natin itatayo yung power plant? Anong klase yung itatayo? Gaano kalaking power plant yung itatayo natin? Anong equipment ba yung pipiliin natin? Paano ba natin i-arrange lahat ng to? And paano natin i-connect ito sa grid. Okay? So, lahat 'to kailangan natin siyang i-consider para magkaroon tayo ng power plant kung saan safe, reliable, and economical. Which is ayun yung sinasabi ko sa inyo nung introduction natin. Okay? So now, okay? So, kapag ba pinagawa kayo ng government, sabihin natin sa government, okay, so sinabi ng government na kailangan natin ng 500 megawatt na additional electricity. So ano bang gagawin natin? Bibili lang ba tayo ng generator tapos i-connect to sa grid? 'Di ba hindi naman gano'n nagwo-work 'yun, okay? So kaya sabi dito, designing a power plant is like designing a small industrial city. So kailangan mo i-consider yung maraming bagay, like yung energy source, prime mover, generator, yung environmental impact, safety, and of course yung future expansion natin. Okay? So recall natin nung first meet natin. So, 'di ba, sabi ko sa inyo, lahat ng power plant, ito yung sinusunod na diagram, okay, or concept. Okay? So, kumbaga ito yung energy conversion concept ng power plant. Okay? So, kailangan natin syempre ng energy source, ng prime mover, ng generator, ng transformer, and then ng grid. Okay? So, for example, sa steam power plant, energy source natin, coal. Okay? So, doon tayo kukuha ng energy para mapatakbo yung planta natin, coal. Prime mover natin, syempre, or pagka, okay, so nakapag-produce na ng steam from the boiler, so magkakaroon tayo ng steam turbine. Okay? So, steam turbine, okay? So, ayun na yung magpapagana dun sa ating generator. Okay? So, lagi lang naman ganon. Okay? And then, so yun, meron tayong transformer and then i-connect natin yun sa grid. Okay? So, in terms of solar power plant, kailangan natin ng sunlight, then solar panel, then inverter, and then grid. Okay? So, iba't ibang source yung meron tayo iba't ibang power plant, pero iisa lang yung goal natin doon, which is makapag-produce ng electrical energy. Okay? Or electricity. Okay? So now, punta tayo sa general design consideration natin. So ano ba yung mga kailangan natin i-consider when designing a power plant? Okay, so unang-una dito is yung site selection. Okay, so before kayo magtayo ng power plant, kailangan syempre pipili muna kayo ng site. Okay, so ito yung isa sa pinaka-importanting desisyon na gagawin ni engineer. Kasi once na mali yung napili mong location, possible lahat, okay, so yung costing mo is tataas yan. Lahat ng bibilhin mo magiging mahal. Okay, so kaya ang importante, isa sa importanteng i-consider again is yung site selection. Okay? Number 2, so kailangan rin i-consider yung fuel availability. So under pa rin naman to ng site selection. Okay? So for example, sa mga thermal power plant natin like si steam. Okay? So kapag yung planta mo is malayo doon sa minahan ng coal, okay? So syempre gagastos ka ng transportation. So, yung transportation cost mo, tataas yan kapag malayo ka doon sa pinaka-supply mo, which is yung coal. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, yung fuel, yung location ni fuel, it directly affects our operating cost. Okay? So, number 3, water availability. Okay? So, sa mga thermal power plants, okay, so kailangan talaga natin dyan ng large or huge amount ng water for cooling. Okay? So, for cooling, kailangan natin ng maraming amount ng tubig. Okay? So, isipin nyo, kapag walang river, walang lake, or any source of water na meron doon sa pagtatayuan nyo ng power plant, yung cooling or yung paglamig, okay? So, yung system natin ng cooling is magiging mahirap. Okay? So, like for example din, si hydropower plant, so obviously, mas kailangan natin, yung power plant na yun is mas kailangan natin ng tubig kasi nga, ayun yung water, ayun yung source nung pinaka-planta natin. So, ibig sabihin, etong water availability na to is very critical. Okay? So, kahit sa lahat ng, and sa mostly sa power plant. Okay? So, kailangan ng maraming amount ng water. Okay? So, next, number 4. Okay, so kailangan i-consider din natin si distance to load center. So, isipin nyo, kapag yung power plant nyo is napakalayo doon sa susuplayan nyo ng kuryente, okay, so yung transmission lines nyo is magiging mahaba rin, syempre. So, ibig sabihin, mas mahabang transmission line, okay, so anong mangyari yun? It will cost you more. Okay, so and then magkakaroon ka rin ng mas maraming transmission losses. Okay? So, kaya engineers, okay, so kailangan binabalance talaga nila yung fuel location and load location. Okay? So, kailangan malapit ka sa fuel, kailangan malapit ka rin doon sa susuplayan mo ng electricity. Okay? So, next, number 5. Okay, so, ito, isa sa pinakamahalaga din, the environmental impact. Okay? So, kailangan yung power plant na itatayo mo or ide-design mo, kailangan i-consider mo rin yung emission niya, yung noise na napoproduce niya, yung waste disposal, okay, so na napoproduce or na tatapon niya. Okay? So, and then, syempre, i-consider mo most especially yung local community na naaapektuhan ng power plant. Okay? So, hindi pwedeng basta ka lang magtatayo ng power plant kung saan-saan or kung saan mo gusto. Okay? So, hindi ganun nagwo-work yun. Okay? And then, lastly, we have the reliability and redundancy na tinatawag. Okay? So, etong dalawang to, sobrang halaga nito sa mga electrical engineers. Okay? So, bakit? Okay? So, yung power plant natin, hindi dapat yan bigla-biglang titigil. Okay? So, bakit? Kasi maraming facilities yung nakadepende sa kanila. Like for example, hospital, nakadepende yan sa mga power plant natin. Okay? So yung mga industries natin, mostly nakadepende rin yan sa power plant natin. Okay? So if dito na papasok yung tinatawag na redundancy, kasi nga hindi dapat bigla-bigla tumitigil yung ating power plant. Okay? So, redundancy, siguro may idea naman kayo dito. Okay? So, ibig sabihin nito, mag-i-install tayo ng backup system. Okay? So, for example, instead na isang cooling pump lang yung meron tayo, gagawin nating dalawa. Okay? So, meron tayong backup power supply sa mga control systems natin. Okay? And then, pwede rin maraming transformers. Okay? So, para kapag may isang hindi gumana, okay, so meron pang isang magtutuloy nung pinaka-power plant natin. Okay? So, another example. Okay, so if titingnan niyo yung aeroplano, So sa tingin niyo ba yung eroplano may isang engine lang 'yan? Siyempre hindi, okey? Kasi sa eroplano sobrang critical niyan lalo na yung safety, okey? So yung failure hindi yan option sa kanila, okey? So gano'n rin yung concept ni power plant, okey? So yung failure, yung, anong tawag dito, yung biglang pag-stop nung power plant, hindi rin option yun sa power plant. So kailangan continuously tayo nakakapag-produce ng electricity. Okay? So now, so recall lang natin yung mga diniscuss nyo or pinresent nyo last time. So sa lab natin. So 'di ba, maraming iba't ibang power plant yung nag-present. So and I know na may idea na kayo since kayo naman yung gumawa nun. Okay? So first, unahin natin kay thermal power plant or yung steam power plant na sinasabi. Okay? So if maalala nyo, di ba yung steam power plant natin, okay, is a Rankine cycle. So ang main section ng steam power plant natin, syempre meron niyang fuel handling system. Meron niyang boiler, meron niyang turbine generator, meron niyang cooling system, meron niyang ash handling system, and then yung tinatawag na stitch yard. Okay? Okay? So, ayun yung, okay, so, nakita ko naman yung mga yun is nabanggit ng reporter natin. Okay? So, dito sa thermal power plant, okay, so, hindi ko alam kung nakapanood na kayo, okay, so sa mga YouTube or Facebook, pero yung boiler 'di ba natin is usually mataas 'yan. Okay? So kaya yung boiler natin, nilalagay 'yan malapit sa turbine pero magkahiwalay sila for safety. Okay? Magkalapit sila pero hindi sila ang tawag dito, malapit yung boiler natin sa turbina natin pero hindi sila nasa iisang space lang mismo. Okay? So, kailangan lang natin ng pinaka-access or space for maintenance. Okay? So, kasi si boiler is nag-ooperate yan, okay, so at a very high temperature and high pressure. Okay? So, kaya yung safety clearance na tinatawag is kailangan nandoon, is required. Okay? Okay? And then, pagdating naman kay turbina, okay, so turbine hull, okay, so tinatawag na turbine hull design, okay, so ang turbina is madalas nilalagay yan sa loob ng isang dito, ng mahabang pa-rectangular building. Okay? So, bakit? Kasi, kailangan yung vibration niya, okay, so, mare-reduce. Okay, so, or mababawasan. And also, okay, so, kailangan rin natin, yung sinasabi ko sa inyo kanina, na merong access pa rin yung nagme-maintenance nun. Okay? Okay, and then in terms of cooling system naman, okay, so 'di ba meron hindi ko maalala if nabanggit doon ng reporter natin 'to nung nag-present sila, pero meron tayong dalawang klase kasi ng cooling system. Okay? So puwedeng using cooling tower and using yung cooling through one through, tinatawag na one through cooling. So either by the use of paper or by the use of sea. Okay? So yung pagde-design natin sa cooling tower and sa one true cooling na to, okay, so consider natin din yon. Okay? So dito papasok yung sinasabi ko sa inyo na water availability and syempre, consider din natin yung environmental impact natin. Okay? So, yun. And then, in terms of electrical, okay? So, alam nyo naman, okay, so as an electrical engineering student, okay, so yung generator natin, nagpo-produce yan ng electricity at ilang volts? High, low, or medium voltage? Idea ba? Okay, so generator natin, nagpo-produce yan ng electricity at
Low po.
low ba?
Si step up pa yun, di ba?
Okay, so low to medium voltage. Okay? And then, nagkakaroon tayo ng tinatawag na paano natin i-increase yung voltage for transmission.
Step-up transformer.
Okay, so very good. So, using step-up transformer. So, di ba, napoproduce lang na electricity ng generator is low to medium voltage. So, para ma-increase natin yung voltage for transmission, gagamit tayo ng step-up transformer. Okay? And then, yun, pupunta na yung power na yun sa stitch yard na tinatawag. Okay? So, ganun yung thermal power plant. Okay? So, pagdating naman kay gas turbine power plant, okay? So, or tinatawag na combined cycle power plant, okay? So, etong mga power plant na to, yung gas turbine, okay? So, mabilis yung pag-start up niya. Okay? So, wala ring boiler. And then, mas less yung na-occupy na space neto. Okay? So, dito sa gas turbine, okay? So, ito yung tinatawag na isa sa mga smartest design sa modern power plant engineering. Okay? So, yung gas turbine natin, nagpo-produce yan ng electricity. Okay? Since yung exhaust gas na yon is sobrang init, okay? So, instead na sayangin natin yung init na napoproduce nun, okay? So, ginagamit natin yon para makapag-produce ng steam. Okay? So, yung steam na napoproduce ni gas turbine, okay? So, ayun naman yung mag-drive papunta dun sa another turbine. So, nagkaroon tayo dito ng gas turbine plus steam turbine in one power plant. Okay, so ganun yung idea ni gas turbine. Okay, so again, gas turbine magpo-produce ng electricity. Okay, so since yung exhaust gas nun is sobrang init, instead na sayangin natin yon, gagamitin natin yon para makapag-produce ng another steam. And then yung steam na yon magpapagana sa another turbine. So, makapag-produce ulit tayo ng electricity. Okay, so again, gas turbine plus steam turbine in one power plant. Okay? So, anong para advantage nito? So, lower emission, and then nabawasan din yung fuel waste natin. Okay, and then syempre, isa ring maganda dito is yung efficiency niya is mas mataas. Okay? And then, nuclear power plant. Okay? So, isa sa major concern ng mga engineers na nag-work sa nuclear power plant dapat is yung safety. Okay? So, dapat pinaprioritize yung safety sa mga nuclear power plant above everything. Okay? So, kasi sa halos lahat ng power plant, so ang pinaka delikado talaga is etong nuclear. Okay? Okay, so kaya may tinatawag tayo dito na zoning. Okay? So, yung nuclear power plant, meron niyang mga restricted zone. Okay? So, kumbaga, ano yan, merong mga security checkpoint, meron niyang emergency planning zones. Okay? So, for safety. And usually, etong nuclear power plant, so mas malayo yan sa mga dense na cities natin. So, since ang kina-consider nga natin dito is safety. So, nire-recall ko lang yung mga, again, yung mga pinresent nyo na power plant. Okay? And then, for the renewable power plant, so we have the solar and wind power plant. So, hindi ko na ma-discuss lahat. So, for the solar power plant, so kailangan natin syempre dito ng mga malalaking panel field ng mga inventors, okay? Transformers, and then syempre yung control building. So, anong kino-consider sa pagde-design nito? So, syempre, yung orientation niya. So, yung tilt angle niya. And then, syempre, yung cleaning access netong mga panels din natin. So, since yung solar power plant natin or solar plants na tinatawag are modular, so ibig sabihin, mas kaya natin siyang i-expand ng mas mabilis. Okay? And then, in terms of wind power plant naman, so etong mga wind turbines natin, ito yung nangangailangan ng mas malaking space, di ba? So, kasi kapag sobrang dikit or malapit sila sa isa't isa, so possible yung isa, mahaharangan niya na yung wind doon papunta sa isang wind turbine. Okay? So, and then, another thing na na-consider sa wind power plant, kailangan yung foundation or yung pagtatayuan mo ng wind power plant, so, or yung wind turbine, kailangan matibay. Kasi, yung mga wind turbine natin is matataas. Okay? So, ayun yung, so, ilan sa mga na-discuss niyong power plant. And yung mga consideration natin in terms of design. Okay, so may question kayo doon?
None po.
Wala. Okay. So, sige. So, and then, another thing pala, i-add ko lang. So, pagdating kay environmental impact, so, kailangan yung design natin, ini-include natin yung sinabi ko kanina, emission control, carbon reduction, efficient fuel usage, and also, yung nabanggit ko rin kanina na noise reduction. Okay? So, ngayon, may question ba?
No, may question pala ako dun regarding sa may gas turbine power plant. Lagi ba siyang kasama ng steam or meron din siyang individual?
Bali, si gas turbine, pinagsama na siyang may gas and steam turbine in one power plant.
Pero
Kasama.
wala silang individual power plant na gas lang gas turbine power plant.
Magkasama na sila. Okay. So, may other questions pa? Okay. So, okay, so may questions pa kayo? Okay, so i-summarize ko lang ulit. Okay, so again, yung pagde-design ng power plant is hindi lang siya about sa generator. Okay, so tungkol din yon sa, again, number 1, site selection. Number 2, safety. Number 3, yung availability ng fuel, water. And then, reliability, equipment arrangement, and syempre, environmental responsibility. Okay? And then again, pinapalo natin na concept ng power plant, energy source, prime mover, generator, transformer or grid. Okay? So, lahat ng design natin, so nagbabago yan depende sa fuel type, sa location, sa capacity. Okay? So, capacity and environmental requirement natin. Okay? So, if ever, again, so as a future engineers or electrical engineers, so pag napunta kayo sa power plant, so ang possible na maging isang work nyo doon is design. Okay? So, eto tandaan nyo. Okay? So, yung magandang design, okay, ay nakaka-impact. Okay? So, kung yung power plant ba natin is mag-ooperate pa rin ba siya efficiently for 30 to 40 years. Okay? So, kapag maganda yung design nyo, tatagal yung power plant natin. Okay? So, may questions pa kayo?
Sana po.
Okay na. Okay. So ngayon, syempre, lab, gigradean ko pa rin naman kayo sa lab, hindi lang sa lecture. Okay. So, by group pa rin to. Okay. So, by group pa rin tong gagawin nyo. And then, 'di ba, may kanya-kanya kayong power plant na naka-assign. Okay? So, pwedeng ayun pa rin yung power plant na gamitin nyo dito, pero pwede nyo pa rin ibahin. So, okay lang kahit may magkapareho, kasi makikita ko naman na yung laman nung pinaka-report nyo if same or hindi. Okay? So, punta tayo sa power plant design. Okay? So, discuss ko lang saglit yung gagawin nyo. Okay? So, ito yung scenario. Okay? So, scenario natin, yung government natin, ay, bakit plans to? Okay, so, the government plan, the plans, okay? So, plano ni government na magtayo ng bagong 300 megawatt power plant sa Pilipinas. Okay? So, capacity ng power plant nyo is 300 megawatt power plant. Okay? So, ang task nyo dito, so bilang mga engineers, isipin nyo kayo yung design engineer and site engineers. Okay? So, pipili kayo ng isa sa mga power plant natin. Okay? So, pagkapili nyo, yung basis pala ng pagpili nyo ng power plant nyo is base dito, sa limang to. Okay? So, based sa location selection, sa energy source justification, sa grid connection plan, sa environmental consideration, and then sa reliability strategy. So, pipili kayo ng isa sa mga power plants natin based dito. So, magde-decide kayo base sa limang item na to. Okay? So, again, ang capacity ng power plant na itatayo nyo is 300 megawatt. Okay? So, pero hindi lang basta tayo. Okay? So, kailangan may consideration tayo. Okay? Excuse me. Okay? So, number 1, okay, so, location selection. Okay? So, syempre, ilalagay nyo doon sa paper nyo kung bakit ayun yung napili yung location, ano ba yung advantage kung bakit doon nyo tinayo yung power plant or itatayo yung power plant. Okay? So, and then, syempre, maglagay rin kayo dito ng design trade-offs na, for example, ano bang problem yung pwede nyong ma-encounter or yung mangyaring problema, okay? So, sa design nyo. Okay? And then, dapat makita rin dito yung electrical design insight nyo since mga 4th year naman na kayo I know na mas marami na kayong alam in terms of electrical. Okay? So, anong klaseng voltage level yung gagamitin nyo? Paano nyo ba i-connect to sa grid? And pwede nyo ring i-add kung anong protection system yung kailangan nyo. Okay? And then in terms of sustainability naman, okay, so yung power plant nyo ba, environmental friendly? And then, ano pa bang improvements yung pwede nyong gawin? Okay? And then, pwede rin kayong mag-cite dito ng i-compare nyo yung design nyo sa existing power plant natin. Okay? So, kahit hindi sa Pilipinas, kahit sa ibang bansa, okay lang. Okay? So, i-compare nyo yung naging design ng power plant nyo sa existing or dun sa real na power plant. Okay? So, ayun lang yung magiging lab nyo. And then, syempre, ito na rin yung i-consider ko as exam nyo. So, isang activity lang para hindi rin kayo masyadong mahirapan since kasabay sa thesis nyo. Okay? So, and then, ito yung magiging grading rubrics natin. Okay? So, number 1, so understanding of concept. Okay? So, makikita ko naman if naintindihan nyo talaga yung concept kung bakit ayun yung power plant na napili nyo. Okay? So, 25% yun. Then, design analysis and justification, 30%. Then, application to real scenario. So, dapat makatotohanan yung gagawin nyong design. Okay? So, 20% yun. And then, clarity and organization is 15%. And then, yung presentation is 10%. Okay? So, again, so, ang gagawin nyo, so bilang mga engineers, pipili kayo ng isang klase ng power plant na i-design nyo base sa 5 nakalagay dito. Okay? And then, ang capacity na power plant nyo is 300 megawatt. Okay? So, and then, kahit anong format, okay lang. So, kayo na bahala sa format. Pero pwedeng gawin yung pagkakasunod-sunod is yung, syempre, title. Pwede rin kayo maglagay ng objectives, introduction, tapos ito. Okay? So, yung design nyo na and yung pinaka laman neto. Kung bakit ay nyo napili yung lugar, kung paano nyo siya i-connect sa grid, kung anong klaseng electrical level, okay, so yung gagamitin nyo. Okay? So again, by group to. So, okay lang kahit iba-iba kayo ng members, pero okay lang rin kahit yung same group. Okay? So, ayun lang yung gawin nyo. So, since maaga pa naman, hanggang 3 pa naman tayo, so pwedeng gamitin nyo na yung time natin. So, para makapag-start na, or if kayang tapusin, much better. So, within this day. So, if ever matapos nyo ng mas maaga, so send nyo na lang siya sa group chat natin. And then, if ever may questions pala kayo, so, ask lang kayo. Okay? So, ngayon,
Kailan po ulit? Sorry. Kailan po ulit ang deadline?
Ang deadline natin, April 24. So, mahaba-haba yung time pa yung gagawin nyo. Okay? So, again, April 24 yung deadline. So, I expect na mas maganda yung magiging outcome nung ipapasa nyo. Okay? So, may other questions pa? Meron pa ba?
Yan po.
Okay, so wala na. Okay, so walang question. So, i-send ko na lang sa GC nyo Yung sinagutan natin kanina and then yung itong sa lab natin. Okay, so ay wait lang. I-ano ko lang. Attendance ko lang muna pala kayo before tayo mag-dismiss. Okay, so may questions?
Ilan po ulit ma'am ang members per group?
Wait lang. Ilan ba kayo nun? Ano, 4 members.
Ma'am, pwede po bang kahit may isa na sumobra kasi hindi po kami divisible by 4?
Sige, okay lang. At least, kahit ano, tawag dito, maximum of 5 members.
Okay po. Thank you po.
Okay. So, sige, mag-attendance lang tayo. Okay. So, Ashley, Josh. Nandito ba? Wala. Okay. James Wilson.
Present po, ma'am.